Good evening, and welcome to Bottom of the Barrel Gang this week at Space Cadets Gaming. As always, we are here at the shop, and I am Tori, your Dungeon Master, joined by...
I'm Kim, I play Luci.
I'm Julia, I play Tilda.
John, I play Craig.
I'm Jeremy, I play Seth.
I'm Dean, I play Kyneral.
Other Jeremy, I play Slipperdebber.
I'm Bobby, I play Broblink.
We had some technical difficulties, as we are not currently joined by our producer, BMAC, and had to rely on my technical skills, so we're starting over. Our group last found itself standing around a teleportation circle outside, it's technically inside a building in Baldur's Gate. And then Slipperdabber, how did you describe it?
It was the magical equivalent of kicking in a door with my face.
Yeah. The odds are astronomical and disgusting. Like, random chart, random roll.
Go buy lottery.
Teleportation circle.
I should have.
So, when we last left our group, Broblink's head was just starting to peek out of the floor without Runa, and Kyneral had just flickered back into being to Slipperdabber's right. When they feel the magic take hold of them, the teleportation circle reactivating under Slipperdabber's very careful, calculated, intelligent use of magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah. I'm going to have everybody roll perception for me, but the rolls you had previously stand. So Slipperdabber just sees a bunch of flapping little turtle dragons.
26.
Very well done, Tilda. You find yourself in a room roughly the size of the small room at Space Cadets Gaming, meaning it's comfortable enough for 7 people, but still a little crowded. Beneath your feet is the gritty dirt floor with a teleportation circle etched out on it, Tilda. On the northern wall of this rounded stone room, there is a large mural of snakes, and on the western wall, there's an Ouroboros. Yes? Okay, good. My pronunciation is getting better. There is also 2 large chests in perpendicular corners along the northeastern and southwestern walls, along with some sacks of grain along the northwestern wall. There is 1 large door. My apologies, there are 2 large doors, making up 1 door frame. So, like
A
double door, with a singular handle. And without taking a closer look, that's what it appears. So, Kyneral, what's happening?
As I show up, there's a moment where I kind of, I seem prepared for other things, and when it seems like I'm not going to disappear anytime soon, I'm going to shout, "Let's go, guys, run! We got to get out of here!" And I'm going to bolt right at the door and do everything I can to open it right now and leave as fast as possible.
What's happening? What's happening?
Run!
You already
Don't
failed
stop.
your
It's
dex
okay.
save.
But
Already
It's
failed
okay.
the dex save.
And so you are going to take 6 fire damage.
6 fire
However,
damage.
I will use my Path of Redemption ability to take the damage instead of you.
Tilda has an arm on Craig, calming him down.
But
It's
wait,
okay.
we're
It's
not-
okay.
but
It's okay,
You
Craig.
need to go.
Her thing was
Kyneral,
glowing.
you go.
Kyneral's
Guys,
running.
guys,
Fire.
it's okay.
What?
Deep
Fire?
breath.
He's
Everybody,
okay.
deep breath.
Fire? Oh.
Where are we? Why are we all here? What are we doing here?
Slipperdabber made the teleportation circle work. It's okay.
Okay, no, it's not. The guy with the eyes for hands for eyes said, "No, you gotta go. We have to leave now."
The guy with the what for
What?
what?
The hands for eyes. We need to leave.
But
Buddy, where were you?
Guys, do you have
Jimbo
anything
pillow.
to help with
I'm going
this?
to sit down quickly and then.
You need a Chillo pillow.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Calm Emotion.
Everybody's gonna take a little Quaalude real quick.
Slipperdabber is immune.
what is this?
DC 17 saving throw charisma.
Charisma.
Does everybody have to?
Yep.
I got a 25.
I got a nat 20.
20, not that.
I'm immune.
13.
Craig is
13.
cold.
I could shake it, but I'm too dumb to
I'm
realize
calm
what's
as
going
hell.
on.
So we're all calm.
Except for
for
Kyneral.
Except for the person you wanted to
no.
call.
No,
No,
us three
we're
aren't,
all-
aren't any more calm.
We're all uncalm. I'm not calm either.
I'm going
It
to.
worked for Craig.
Rob Link and I are chill. So chill.
I'm going to pull out my earwood flute, put it to my lips, and start playing a tune that is going to be using prestidigitation, minor illusion, and dancing lights to create a kind of after image in the air of the person, thing, creature that I'm talking about, and small recreations of where I've been over the past.
I
what
thought
for
you were
me
doing
was
your
just
own
like
VR
1 minute.
therapy.
Dude,
I
this is
considered
so
it.
cool.
All right, so as you watch Kyneral, he sits down and pulls out his flute, and he begins to play, and around him, several images begin to form.
It's exactly a Hall of Honor.
You see a large beast, human-shaped with a pointy beak, but instead of eyes, everyone's seen Pan's Labyrinth, or at least seen the creepy guy, and he leans forward, and this is all from Kyneral's perspective. So he leans forward, and he breathes in deep, like, and then flickers away as the next image pops into existence, and it's a village, and it's burning. It's burning quite badly, and you only see it for about a second before some of the keener-eyed, so anybody with a base int score above 10, so 11 and higher, you can tell that it's a loop. And because you only had 1 second of images.
Yeah.
To deal with.
I
6
can.
seconds per part. Per part.
Cool.
Just a second.
Lucy, you want?
Carry on.
Um,
The next image, it sort of pops and then it's looping. And then you get an image of standing behind a throne. And the throne room is empty but vast. And again, this is just looping. And as it loops, I need 2 people who aren't Kyneral, because Kyneral you're still processing,
right.
to make me a perception check on it.
I'm a little chill right now.
Yeah, we're busy.
I'm going, these are cool. I
Probably
like
better
that.
if you do.
I'll do it.
I'm probably going to wander away.
I'm too stupid to get that it's even a
Ooh,
loop,
what's this
so.
wall?
18?
Oh,
I don't have my
get that
shield
it's a
up,
loop
so-
either. I have a base into
Oh,
10.
then
Me
be
too.
me then.
Yeah.
Into 15.
I'm like, cool pictures, bro. Glad you had fun on your vacation.
It's only
There's
an
some
8
boxes.
on the perception roll.
You don't notice, Lucy. You see the eyes flickering in the galley, and you see some ghostly figures, like just at the tail end of the loop, like those videos people pass around on the internet to prove that ghosts aren't fake. And then as you watch, Kyneral, you're suddenly in a prison cell.
Scary spaghetti.
Bars in front of your eyes, and then the next image, because you said separate images floating, right?
Yeah.
It's the hand guy, and he leans forward. Don't stop. Run. But there's no audio.
Right.
So all you see is...
I imagine I can
Well,
read.
I can create sounds.
Okay, so don't stop. Run in this really deep, guttural voice. And then you're back in the throne room, and the thrones are now occupied by someone. And that's what Kyneral's showing you.
And then as it gets to the end of that, it's going to start going to much nicer images for my sake. With flowers, nice plant scenery,
Buddy.
birds like floating around, and then it's just going to like slowly fade. Be like,
Nostalgia filter.
so we should probably go, yeah? Because
No,
that's
no,
where I was.
Cool,
Pretty
cool
cool. You wanna show me
vacation,
how to
bro.
do that?
Hey, you want to help me open these boxes, Lucy?
Well,
Yeah.
flute.
Just Kyneral, buddy. We're not there. We're somewhere else right now.
He
Not
seemed
there.
very insistent.
Well, given what you saw, yeah, I think that would have been the best advice if you were on that plane still, but I don't think we are.
Should I poke the circle again?
No.
No.
So,
Maybe stand over here and don't touch anything, and just kind of move him towards the side of the room.
How much would a good flute run?
I carved mine from a tree over the course of many months, but the tree was trying to
Okay,
attack
they're
me
distracted.
most of the time, so probably anywhere within a good, like,
We're gonna
8 to
we're gonna
9
go
weeks
open one
worth
of the
of two.
boxes.
Okay.
So, would you be able to do one for me?
No, I don't want to ever go through the process of making a flute again. It sucked. I had to live fighting creatures the whole time. I had to hope the forest protected me.
That's
well, maybe
awesome!
Investigation
find a
checks on the
high-quality
boxes.
flute.
17.
No, find another one.
No.
They're
Probably buy you
boxes.
one.
They are boxes. They are closed boxes, very fancy, ornately carved. And Tilda, you struggle for a moment, and then Lucy realizes that if you pull it forward and then lift, it will open.
Oh, cool.
It's filled with grain.
Ooh.
I would like to fill one of my sacks with grain.
Okay, you fill it with grain.
Can Bromley wander over and do a nature check on the grain to see what type it is?
Sure.
It's gonna kill us. That would be 18.
It's grain. It's apparently rye.
Okay.
And you get the sense that it may have turned slightly.
Ew. So it might be a little bad, but.
Frank's
otherwise-
just in the corner while this is going down, trying to look through his hands.
I
at the
watched
guy in
that
the picture.
documentary, you know.
I know.
Lucy's
Glances of, please stop.
gonna roll up her
Stop.
sleeves and stick her hands all the way into the bottom of the box. Just feel
Ew,
around.
That's kind of icky.
How many weevils do you feel crawling over your head?
Yeah.
It's not
That's
that
going
kind
to
of
be a
turn.
20
It
to
has
hit.
Mold.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
What?
that does hit.
You take 1 point of damage.
Did you just reach down the gullet of a mimic?
I don't know.
A
Do I
green
feel
mimic.
anything in the bottom?
Well, there's something attached to your hand.
Oh,
Ah.
It is an asp. You are also going to take.
Oh!
What'd you say?
Asp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Not like
ASP, not the ASS.
baton asp, right? Okay.
Okay,
Snake.
that's where I went.
Snake.
It is a snake.
Yeah.
13
Okay.
poison damage.
Craig's gonna run over and try and grab the snake and rip it off Lucy's hand.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay. Can I roll animal handling to assist on that? To like.
Please assist.
I'm gonna go ahead and do an assist action. That's a 22 to animal.
You managed
handle
to
that
stop
snake.
Craig before he. As like it's amazing because you just stopped a monk running full tilt with like no.
Snack. Do I now have a snack in my hand?
You do.
Pointy side knot.
I got it.
Okay.
It's good. It's okay. Be friends. I would like to tell the snake in Sylvan, just calm down, just calm down.
The best advice.
And gently lower him
Trying, I
back into
respond
the
in
box of
Sylvan.
grain.
He slithers back into the green box.
There could be Lucy's other hands in there.
Tell me if you move it.
Calm down, I respond in Sylvan.
What?
I'm trying to calm down, I
Yeah,
respond in Sylvan.
keep breathing deep in Sylvan.
Craig walks. I could look around.
Tilda.
What? No, it's fine. Calm down.
I'll smoke it out.
You don't know how snakes work.
Sure I do.
Want me to smoke it out?
No.
You just play with him a little and then you let him go.
No.
It's not what
No.
you do with, it's what I do with snakes.
So Lucy has her hand stuck in the grain.
You all are children.
I wasn't
Animal.
You just feel it. It's fine.
Lucy, shouldn't you take your hand out of the snake box?
Just move slow. Just move slow. It's
That-
fine. It won't feel threatened.
Here, I'll distract it. Craig sticks his hand in.
Oh, goodness.
Starts shaking it around.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Does he also come up with the snake?
Yes.
Animal handling again?
You're immune to poison, so I'm not gonna roll it.
I was like, this is fun.
Alright, that's a 24 to handle that snack.
Okay.
I will hold on to it this time. And
Can
just
I
talk
feel
to it.
anything with that hand? Because it's just pressed against the bottom of the box.
You feel the bottom of the box.
Oh.
Your hand just makes rustling noises in the rye.
But I don't feel like there's any closures or anything.
No.
She's pantomiming petting a snake, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
As
you
if it's a bunny.
put it back in the box.
It's like a bunny.
I think Broblink is going to see if he can animal handle.
Okay. Yo, my snake.
Okay, so what's Broblink rolling?
Never mind.
What were you rolling, Broblink?
I thought there was 2 snakes, but
I never said there wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No.
Does this appear to be the same snake that I pulled off?
I don't know.
Perception?
Yeah.
Or survival?
Survival.
Oh.
13.
Snakes look the same, but
It's a snack.
like it doesn't
Look different.
look different. No,
Can I feel the grain moving at all?
a little bit. But again, you're also moving your hand trying to see what's on the bottom
No,
of the
I
box.
was just
Broblink, you can tell
Guys?
it's a different snake.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm going to try and animal handle the second one off.
Okay, so you're gonna reach into the box.
Because we don't see beside them.
The DM's magical box of snakes.
Demons didn't
I
kill
wouldn't put
those,
my hands
boss
in
fights
the
didn't kill
box,
those.
but
They died to a box of snakes.
I'll put a random box in the corner. What
Yeah.
are the chances? There's snakes on the wall.
Oh, goodness.
That's a warning.
What does the wall got to do with the box?
I almost
It's almost like this is a crafted
I don't pay
environment.
attention to what rich people do to their walls.
Broblink's not going to stick his hand in there and go, hey, you should take your hand out. Can you?
Is this your way of telling me that there's something else in there? Tilda?
I will, while invisible, approach the door and then
Craig.
try.
You went
and
invisible?
slowly to open. I cast mislead, so there's
Yeah.
an image of me in the back just sitting down.
Roll me a dex
We're
save.
gonna
my
notice
God.
when you catch on fire.
Probably, yeah. Dex save 20 collective.
Okay.
Craig, can you stick your hand in there again?
Yeah! Craig shoves his hand into the box.
You're gonna take 8, 10, 11, 12 points of fire damage.
Do we notice the smell of singed bard?
Do you
Well, my
remain in
concentration just ended. So it's on
Um,
one side of the room, appeared on the other side on fire.
As you try
Kyneral.
and you notice that there is a tumbler, like a lock, with letters on it, on the door.
You might want to wait for the person who's good at opening doors that don't want to be open to get to you. Also, please put your hand in the box, Craig, please.
It's a snake.
You're playing with grain.
I'll grab this.
Oh no!
It's mine. He's my friend.
Or you just break the door down.
I'm okay with this. While all this is going on, Craig has walked over at Luci's request and shoved both his hands into the box to try and distract any other snakes that could be in there.
At least he's not bobbing for
Oh,
snakes. I mean,
no.
like, 23,
That was more than 1d20.
17, 16.
I've got 3 snakes attached to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to yank my arm out of this box.
Craig's keeping his arm in the box.
Craig, are you okay?
I think there's 3 more in here.
Why don't you go ahead and take your hands out, buddy? I would like to attempt to remove the snakes one at a time.
Can I
Two of them
assist?
drop.
Two of them drop. Do they go back to the box? Or
No, they're slithering towards
Oh,
the
that's not
center.
good.
I'm going to grab one and also
What would you
attempt
like to
to
I was going to assist with her.
Okay, so each of us take. I'll take the one that's still attached to Craig.
Okay.
I'll take one
Animal
of the
handing, I
next
assume?
You easily pick it up.
Okay. Ugh. Back in the
23.
box.
You easily pick it up.
19.
I have a plus 10.
Easily.
Okay, these are my snakes now. I would like to put them in one of my other sacks.
Kyneral is holding a snake. Brobling is
Put them in
holding
the
a
sack with the
snake.
grain.
Oh yeah, I'll put them in the sack with the grain.
Like, oh,
They like that.
Large
it's like a
and
terrarium.
They're pretty big. I think you'd need like one per pouch.
Oh, I thought they were just one.
No, they're pretty big. Like about this little.
It's a big sack.
Okay.
You can put a lot of the grain.
Were they
I'll
conjured?
decant some grain.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You can make a
I want them
nature
to be
check.
friends.
I would like to do a nature check.
I don't have speed.
That would be 13.
You can't tell.
I would
Okay.
like to do a cure wounds at the second level on myself.
Whatever would like to do detect magic on the door, going for wild magic. I'm good.
No, I'm okay.
There is magic on that door. There is also, there's magic on the door. It's clearly trapped.
I guess I don't have to do fine.
It blows up when you try to open it. But it doesn't go away.
There is another box in the opposite corner to this one, and then a sack in the corner.
I'm not going to touch any of this.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic on the door.
Okay.
So wild magic.
Dagger of magic door
I'm still
unlocking
good.
this, which is actually just the obsidian gold dagger.
Okay.
So
What level
did
did
you
you
get
cast
that?
the spell magic?
Just at 3rd level.
Nothing. Roll.
Rolled an 11. No. 17.
17. Detect magic. Remind me how
Or
that
spell,
works.
it's 10 plus the spell's level for the DC. So that'd be like an 8 or 9th level spell for this not to work.
Nothing happens.
Oh man. I'm gonna check out that mural on the wall.
Okay.
It's a perception check.
Yep.
Okay, rich people do their rolls.
What's your perception on it?
9 plus 8 is 17.
It depicts several snakes that are in a basket, sort of slithering around. As you look at the wall, it is a mural done on the flat wall. There's no real background to it. And there's like coppery ore in the walls. Yeah, it's a pretty mural. There's 5 snakes in the mural.
Ooh, okay. How many have we seen so far?
Hey,
I
Brobling.
have one.
Yeah.
You have one. You
There's
have one.
5 snakes
You have
up
one.
there.
Cool. I've got 2.
We have all 5.
I don't have it.
The walls are stone, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to, like, poke your head out, see where we are? Like, don't go running away, but, like...
I want to do it, but I feel like there's magic everywhere. And if I do it in the wrong place, it could go badly.
I have an idea.
Come on.
I'm gonna tie a rope around Brobling's waist.
Can I check? Can I check the walls to see if they're?
Poltergeisting him?
I'm gonna cast Find Trap on the wall.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
Read me Find Trap.
I have another idea if that doesn't work.
Should we check out the second box? There's still one snake we haven't found. Make Greg put his hands in.
Trap. All right. You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable.
The walls are angry red.
Okay.
The door isn't even angrier red.
I'm guessing the walls are magic because detect magic is still on.
I'm not gonna go through the wall. It's gonna hurt.
I will step
lot.
up to
Not
the
untie the
door,
rope.
not touch it, but dimension door 4 feet forward, past the door, to the...
Oh, and
And that was
And
the
then you
last
left.
time we ever saw Kyneral.
Mistbarred.
Okay, so you're going to try and dimension door out.
We just cheer.
Oh,
Here comes your force damage.
We cheer.
Why? This is gonna be fun.
If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creatures traveling with you take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you. So if I teleport like into a wall, I just pop back, taking damage.
You pop back.
Okay. Damage. Okay.
Oh goodness. That was a lot of dice.
Oh, a snake.
Oh no!
Probably.
You have snake pretty bad.
Yeah, snakes.
28 force
don't
damage.
Whoa.
Oh man!
The snake is missed.
Yeah, you guys see Kyneral pop out, and then you see a little.
Oh, like a mist of blood.
How are we gonna get out of here?
What did you
The
do
door.
to that snake?
Oh. I'm just gonna drop
I
it.
have an idea. This worked in the past. You walk up to the door. Open, please.
A moment passes.
I don't think it's working this time, guys.
The grain box that we've been fishing around in, how big is it?
It's fairly large. It's like hope chest sized.
Okay, hey Craig, grab that side of this. Just
Grab
gonna
the
upend it.
Okay. The rye spills out. And at the bottom, you see, like, imprinted in big letters, ASPS.
Cute. Hey, Lucy, you want to search the box now?
It was the shipping material.
First, can I like look at the walls and roll a history check? Given
Sure.
13.
Looking at the walls, this was maybe a mine at some point. Though there's clearly ore here, or at least there was before the walls were steeped in magic. The snake motif is really the only motif you can see, along with the teleportation circle. Not much history to it, honestly. Like, it doesn't appear to be to any particular god, and it's not a style you'd recognize.
Other than the
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Like, you'd recognize that as a snake eating its own tail, as well as...
The symbol of the serpents.
Yeah, you'd recognize that. This may be a little bit familiar to you. But the art style is different than you anticipate.
I'm gonna tap my staff 3 times using 3 charges of cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Remaining in the room is a box unchecked
Nope.
In a bag.
and a bag.
I will go ahead and open the other box
All right.
with Craig's help.
Which
Is to say I will instruct Craig to open
Creepy walks up, helps you undo the box.
and we're just...
The box is filled with little gold letters.
When you say letters,
They're
Like-
not real gold. They're like, but like,
like characters? Or
Like
gold
characters.
letters?
Like
Oh, okay.
printing press.
yeah, like printing press, except
Okay.
they're like more like alphabets or like alphabets being the cereal, or like, you guys had alphabets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or like the little fridge magnets you'd see for kids, but carved
Okay.
out of looks like copper ore, maybe.
Okay.
Hey Lucy, take a look at this. You don't have to stick your hand in.
Good. I'm going to go look at it.
Okay.
Greg's gonna walk over to the door while they're.
Hey, Kyneral, did you share what you saw on the door?
I saw pain on the door.
Okay.
I wasn't the one that detected it.
No, you looked at the locking mechanism.
Oh,
But like you didn't say anything, so I'm gonna stop metagaming right now.
Okay, that's fair. I actually had not considered that.
You're
I'm
lucky
gonna
my
check the
character's dumber than a box of rocks.
I gave you a box of rye.
How about a crate of letters?
I'm gonna check the bag.
Okay.
I will then, though,
I'm gonna
kneel
attempt to
and
open
look
the
at
bag.
the lock very
Roll me a dex save.
So if anyone's noticing what Kyneral's doing,
Greg knows up behind.
16.
20 to hit.
There's a lock.
Ow. I have 20 armor, so I guess that hits me, right?
Yeah. That's gonna be 2, like force damage, and then
Snakes.
7 poison damage.
Ooh.
So when you have dwarven resistance, that's resistance against poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becomes 3.
3, not 4, right?
Rose down.
You also currently have a snake attached to you. In the bag, there is copper ore.
Copper ore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have a horse and a turtle?
Turtle's still here.
Turtle's on his head.
Oh,
Sparky's a little unavailable at the moment.
Sparky died.
He's
He can come back though.
He's not dead. He's just
Just his corpse
Away.
died.
I would like to look at the
Very
letters.
confused.
You know,
Okay,
you know,
it's
like
the
when the
alphabet.
cows fell out of the
he
sky.
needs a new sleeve.
Yeah.
They weren't really cows.
Well, yeah, they were fake creatures in the shape of.
Yeah, Sparky's like that.
I thought it was just your horse. You had him around for so long.
Celestial creature.
Oh.
The
And then I go
letters
back to the
are
lock on the door.
copper. They contain the alphabet as you know it, along with several characters you don't recognize. And then a full set of Dwarven characters.
Hey, Broblin, Why did you check the...
It was the only thing left. It hurts.
Yeah!
This is killing my chill.
Do you need help with the snake, or you got it?
Take it off. Snakes normally
14.
like me.
He's waving his arm around a lot.
Yeah, you really can't get close.
Just hold still. Kyneral, do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll do this. You do that, and I point at the doorknob.
We're
I'm
looking
gonna-
at it too. We're not sure what it means.
Lucy,
I'm gonna roll to get
there's
the
the doorknob.
and then I'm gonna just go around.
Get him
collecting
to
the
read the
snakes in a
box.
corner.
Well, not read it out loud. Look at the box.
15.
Yeah, you're able to collect the 3 remaining snakes. No, 2.
The box.
'Cause
There's
you killed
dwarven
one.
letters.
Killed one. What? So there was 5. There should be 4 left, or did something
She
happen?
has 2.
She has 2.
One died,
Okay.
and you have 2 in the corner.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna bring those over there.
Yep, there should only be 5,
Like,
because there were only 5 on the wall.
That
In
hurt.
the mural.
Quick clarification.
sorry, I killed one.
The letters in the box, is that like inlaid into the bottom of the box, or the box is full of
Full of letters, like
that's what I
okay.
thought.
like the magnets
We-
the kids
we
have.
had a confusion.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the bag over there, dump it out.
Okay. In the bottom of it's just copper ore.
Oh, so shiny. Door. Gonna look at the door.
While she looks at the door, we will place the copper ore into the bag of holding.
Yes.
I would like to do a perception
Okay.
on the way while she's on her way to the door.
Craig too.
Because we've both been looking at this door anxiously with Kyneral.
Bless.
Okay.
That's not.
That's 9.
9. The door
7.
is a door.
Greg really wants
They
to
are
help,
so
guys.
intensely looking at this door like, dude.
What do you think he meant by that doorknob?
So Slipperdapper tried asking it to open, right?
Yeah?
Did he try in other languages? Maybe it doesn't speak common.
Open, please, in Draconic.
I say open in Orc.
Nothing happens.
I say open in Abyssal.
Nothing
I
happens.
hold up my shield because I remember he got blasted. Open, please, in Celestial.
Nothing happens.
I think at this point Lucy has arrived
Oi.
at the
Guys, just
door.
try and
Open,
unlock
open,
it.
open.
Would you like to roll
What?
an investigation
Just try
check
and
on the door?
unlock
Yes,
it.
give me
Okay.
1
Please, for
second.
the love of God, rogue on this door.
Craig was just told to unlock the door, so he's gonna reach for the bolts.
No.
What?
Maybe that'll bite you.
Roll me a dex check.
Okay. Dex check or save?
If you're gonna make it to the door before they stop you, is what
Okay.
we're doing.
Well, that's a check. It's a 19. If it's a save, it's a 23.
Greg is gonna
Guys,
take.
this time.
I lost a die.
Do I dex save?
Good. That's the damage he can't take.
Nope, I got more.
Dang it.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, do I dex save?
Yeah, you can dex save now.
Does this count as a scene threat?
No.
No.
Thank you,
Does it
group,
count as
for being like, no.
Does it count as magical?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
You have advantage +5.
Does this signal she on evasion or something?
Yeah.
25 fire damage.
What do I get to save?
You do get to save. I was waiting for you to roll it.
Not 20.
You sidestep it.
Does that bolt firebolt go anywhere else?
Fire.
No, I would put
That's
that
easy, dodge.
Yeah, but let Lucy take a look at it. This is kind of her specialty.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to
Good
investigate
job,
it.
buddy.
Okay.
Keep me
Oh,
chill.
thank God.
She rogues.
28. 28 is how rogue I rogue.
You look at the door and you easily see that this is clearly a puzzle of some kind. Looking at the door, it's like a rolly bar, sort of like a codex, with letters. There are 4
Are
spaces.
they inset letters?
Yes.
We're gonna need those letters.
However, it just appears to be a blank space, like you have to figure out the password yourselves. But there are 4 spaces.
Is the box big with letters?
Tried.
I'm gonna bring
God, I
the
wish I wasn't stupid.
You may roll an intelligence
I
check.
would like to roll an intelligence check.
I'm on the other side of the
Oh goodness.
That's a 2.
It's a
So
3.
she said bring the box. You said bring the box, right?
Bring the box with the letters.
I'm gonna drag it over there.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at the dumped out box of grain because I have an int of 16,
Yeah.
and I'm going to put the asps.
The door opens.
I was gonna try open.
It was gonna be that or Lucy, and then I went, wait a second.
Watching your frustration has been beautiful this evening.
Trying really hard not to metagame because 10. You were like, it looks like letters would go here. Look, a box of letters. Look, a box with letters on it.
Look, one spells apps underneath.
So do we not need
As the door
actual
opens-
asps? How much do you think those
No.
are worth? Just out of curiosity.
The
I have a bag
snake.
of golden.
No! They are living creatures. They stay here in the
Kyneral.
rye, or they come with you in the rye.
Dex save.
We're not golding asps.
That's how he goes hunting. He starts
21.
The Ouroboros starts to uncurl from the wall.
That I'm sitting right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it starts to try and wrap around you, but you're like animatedly yelling at Lucy. Or
Tilda.
Tilda.
Somersault forward. Away from that.
Guys, I
Turn
think
around. What do you
I think we should
And
go out
no.
the now open door.
Come on.
Okay, now we run.
No, you
No,
don't
no,
want-
no. We proceed with caution.
You don't want another snake?
High speed.
Caution.
Slowly.
Caution.
Carefully.
Caution got the
Pass
door
without
open.
trace.
Yay!
Yay!
Stealthing.
Everybody.
It doesn't do anything if I do it too, right?
No.
We can't, it
does
doesn't
not
add
stack.
20 to
Doesn't.
everybody's health.
That'd be fun.
26.
Oh.
33.
Ah!
Noise.
35.
A nat
Oh,
20 and a
goodness.
13,
It's literally
so
the highest I can
23. My highest
That
stealth
was-
roll ever.
I could have gotten
17.
Do you have
39.
disadvantage?
That is
29.
just 23.
29. Yeah, you guys are invisible. As you slide into the hallway, closing the door behind you.
Yes.
Okay, you're in a stone hallway with the continued ore on either side of you. Ahead of you, there is a hallway that curves down, but on either side of you, there are two doors, one on either side going left or right.
The first thing I would like to do is check for immediate traps within our walking path.
Go ahead.
23.
No, none that you notice.
Okay.
Unless he wants to re-roll it, Crick has a 25 stealth.
Do I still sense the walls of being red?
How long does that last?
It does not. It's just I do it. It's an
Detect
action,
magic is
so-
10
Okay.
minutes, so.
Okay, then, yeah, the walls are still red.
Okay.
But there's a door on either side. And Craig, you are 25 stealthy unless you'd like to re-roll it.
What did I get?
25.
I rolled
Taking
it.
that.
So there's a door left, door right.
It's past a minute and Her Majesty turned off while we were in the room. Actually, because it was still active. Apparently. Anyway, it's active.
You hear a loud thud of something against the door. And then you hear a blast as it's blasted.
The giant picture of the snake eating itself came to life.
What? You left that part out.
We ran.
Oh, okay.
We left.
We know.
John had to step away from the table for a moment. A little shocked.
It's fine.
I mean,
Totally.
we can kill it.
It's fine.
Left door, right door, straight ahead. Well, curved ahead.
I'm going to the other doors of hallways.
They are apparently cheaper doors. They're just plain, ordinary sized doors. They're not the grand double door you saw at the end of the hallway.
Does detect magic see anything on the doors? Open one of the doors, the left one.
It opens easily to your hand. As you open it and peer inside, roll me a perception check.
12.
It is filled with bottles of wine. Floor to ceiling. It is about the size of the big room. And it is floor to ceiling wine. Wine racks.
Wine, back goes Drag it down. Just rack.
Do we want to take a minute to just liquefy this person's personal collection of wine?
Liquefy the liquid.
Yup.
We have it. We have a bag of chilling.
I would
We have a
like.
bag of chili. We want to keep one for ourselves.
Yeah, I'd like to look over the wine and find some of the most expensive bottles if I can.
We're vendors.
Oh.
I would like to
That
check to
doesn't
see if
count.
they're.
No, it does not.
I would like to check to see if they're still good and they're not tainted.
I'm so
Sure.
upset.
I know. Why?
We'll get to that in a moment.
Would it be a survival or
survival.
Okay. That would be a 22.
Everything appears fine. As you're investigating, Lucy trips forward
Oh.
and knocks one of the racks as she's trying to peer at them, and with a loud clatter.
I was gonna say, can we send Craig to catch the rack?
I was about to say, can I try and...
I'm sorry, it was a natural 20, then it was a natural 1.
I know it was.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, an entire rack of wine is now gone, and y'all are gonna have a bit of an odor to yourselves for a while.
Like, Broblink is totally just soaked in wine.
Craig starts drinking from his shirt.
There's still
I
3
copy
racks.
you.
Okay, then I will check the next one. That's better. 22 for investigation.
awful.
Some of this, looking over it's pretty cheap wine. It's a couple.
That's why it's
silver.
gross.
Yeah, there's 3 racks left. You were checking the first rack that was left. It takes you about 10 minutes or so to fully check it. You find one bottle that's worth maybe a platinum, but the rest is pretty trash that you'd see in any tavern.
Okay, I'll set the one that's platinum aside, and as long as my party will let me continue to look at things, I'll look at the next rack.
I would like to look at the third rack.
I will
Because that was the left door.
follow
Yeah, that's
Kyneral
left.
because he's squirrely right now.
Okay, we're gonna resolve the wine racks.
Yeah.
21, and you wanted to check the
Yeah,
third one.
I would copy you. And that would be 18.
Browlink, you find slightly nicer bottles. You find 2 worth about 10 platinum
Ooh.
altogether. You find 5 that are worth something. But the labels are starting to get a little bit more worn. No acid-free paper here.
How much are the ones that the 5?
About 50 platinum.
Can I tell the best tasting one in that group?
We're preparing.
Yeah, like there's a pretty nice Cabernet.
I hand you the 2 because I clearly don't like wine. And
How much were they worth?
50 platinum for all of them.
it's
Wait, for
bad grape
my
juice.
5 and that
Oh,
too?
his
Sorry.
10 to
10.
get altogether
Yeah.
for his.
Oh, so then...
There's 1 rack left.
Oh,
Oh no, there's not. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, we broke one.
Um,
I'm not going to look at the destruction.
so Kyneral, you push open the other door.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna open it slowly and peer inside first before opening it all the way in case of traps.
Okay,
because
you
it's burned
open the
before.
door, and the stench is overwhelming. Roll me a Constitution save.
19.
You're fine. You've smelled stuff like this before. This is cheese. Aging cheese.
So
It's a little overwhelming, but as it dissipates, you're
I'm
you're able
gonna
to act
do
like-
decapitation, like a wonderful smell right around my mouth, and just like head in so I don't have to smell the cheese, but I can definitely look around.
Why does it smell like my feet?
this.
Do we smell it in the other room?
Yes, you would.
Craig goes charging in.
Yeah,
I
me too.
know. I followed
You
him.
were helping.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So as
Where you going, buddy?
Jeez!
Oh, okay, calm down. We'll go. Come on.
you,
Let's go.
this room is not as well. I don't. The word isn't civilized. It's not developed. This is a cave.
It's
Look,
cruder.
It's
Not as
cruder.
well appointed.
Yes. This is a cheese cave. Shelves from floor to ceiling. Going back even further, about the size of the entire store. And they're not barrels, but crudely made tables, even in the center. Like, this is packed with cheeses in various stages of cheesing.
And y'all complain about my smell.
Just gonna open the bag, put it on a shelf, and just walk forward, scooping things into it.
Is that the bag of golding?
Yeah.
Craig's a big, wait! Grab a wheelie.
You can have that one. I'm gonna keep
I would
walking
also
forward.
like to
Start gnawing
find
on it.
myself a good hearty traveling wheel.
They're pretty big. They're these aren't like small cheddar. These are like
These are Parmesan.
yeah, these are like Parmesan size.
Craig's eating
I was
a
hoping
hole
there were
into
a
his-
variety of cheeses.
If you look around, you can find smaller ones.
Okay.
Cut some chunks
Let's
off.
do that to
15
one wall,
investigation.
or like one shelf all the way down.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave everything else.
Okay.
At least for now.
Altogether, you make about 1,000 platinum.
So that's 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Cool.
You find a nice selection, sort of near the back, of various like, I won't say sample size, but sample size cheeses. The shelf is about like this much apart rather than the larger. I watch a lot of cheese videos on YouTube. But like narrow, and you can tell that these are already aged and have been brought in from somewhere else because they are fully like waxed.
I'm gonna take a couple wheels for the road.
Okay.
Like maybe
Oh.
five little ones.
That's the cheese they're trying to forge. You just stole
You're done in the
expensive
wine
stuff.
room.
Okay.
Lucy and Broblik, you're done in the wine room.
I'm going to save one of the one of the expensive ones and put it in the bag of holding.
All right, and you're just like profit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go peek down.
Actually,
Yeah,
two.
sorry,
I'm gonna
Shelby.
take two.
Until I get, you said the end was where all the really,
Yeah, like almost done ones.
Okay.
Well, done ones basically at the end.
yeah, I'll take one, put it in a pocket, and another one, and put it in the bag.
Okay, so you're over by hers.
Yeah.
Like not the big huge wheels, but like
Yeah, what are these, those different ones? Or-
most of the ones in here are the big wheels, but she did find a selection of smaller wheels,
Artisanal.
artisanal.
Delicious.
Sure, yeah.
While they're looting all the food, peek,
Going all Skyrim
peek
on us.
around the curve. Not walk around it, but kind of peek down the hallway.
He's so small.
As you peek, make me a perception check.
14.
You are easily able to peek around the corner. It curves almost in a U-bend, and at the tail end of the U, there's another hallway jutting off, and then another hallway goes that way. So it's a U-bend, so you can see the hallway leading down, and then you can see around the corner.
You guys down with cheese?
How much is left by the time you guys are done looting?
I will
Craig
take a
has
small
his
wheel.
personal wheel that he's gnawing
There's
into.
10,000 gold.
One shelf
like to
is
put
empty now.
some of
Yeah.
the
Like
artisanal cheeses
from
with
door
you.
to end of room, just
Yep, 10,000 gold worth.
I pass out some of the small wheels to Broblink and Seth and Lucy.
Out of
Once they
curiosity,
find us.
the one that Craig is chowing down on, one of the big ones,
It's very ripe.
does it taste like anything worthwhile, or to an orc it's okay?
Roll me a history check.
Oh boy.
And I roll a history check too to see if I can.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. 4.
This is disgusting cheese. It's clearly not finished yet, and it's totally not worth anything, Craig.
But is it worth to eat? Is what I'm
I mean, you could eat it.
I'm gonna drop it and grab another one that looks different.
You know,
Eight.
it sucks.
I don't know cheese.
You've never really liked cheese. Tieflings and lactose, just not.
Ooh. Craig will look for a harder, larger wheel.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
You can tell it's fancy, but
Bag of holding. But I don't want to
a
eat
natural
it.
one.
No, it's a 0 because I rolled a 2.
You find a rotted, and not in a good way, but like
Found the one that went off. That
yeah,
went
you
wrong.
found the one that went wrong. For a moment, it's just wax, and then the taste hits you. I need you to make me a con save.
15.
You barely hold on to the cheese you've already eaten. The cheese room is not being kind to Craig.
Sadly, walk over to Tilda and Lucy. I want big cheese. I can't find any. They all taste bad.
Can I
Well,
look?
these cheese aren't fully grown yet, so when we get back to
18.
Alana's
You
hill, we'll
managed to
get
find
you-
near the
we'll get
back
you a
one
whole
that
cheese
Kyneral
one,
hasn't
but maybe try
harvested.
one of the little ones for now.
Craig, I got you. Come here.
Walk over to Lucy.
It's even been sort of packaged and stamped, like just on its way out the door.
I can have it.
I'm gonna cut a couple hunks off of it and put it in the bag of holding. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. It's this beautifully pale cheddar.
Oh, Craig's chowing down. He's gonna start walking around with the cheese.
It's like you can taste
Gripped
where the
against
cows
his chest.
graze.
Bobling's eyes are wide and like,
We'll rip a chunk off and hand it to Brobling.
Does the group gain temporary hit points for our cheese?
For
snack?
cheese.
No.
Dang it.
Thank you for, placating us in our cheesiness.
Is everybody
hero's
else done in
feast
the
as a
chaser?
spell.
Nice.
Scoop the rest.
Now you're emptying out the room.
I was waiting for everyone to be done.
All in all, you get.
What?
You find a rat!
Sorry, I didn't realize my sound was still on. Surprise Velociraptor.
Jolt has made it here. You managed to scrape out another 5,000 platinum by pulling up all the cheese.
Oh god, we're loaded.
So that's like 15,000 platinum.
That's 50,000 gold.
So, I'm sad. Kyneral
Kyneral retires.
You can, or you could add it to our current
Or-
wealth.
I have 5,000
I have
gold.
my 80,000 now, so
Okay.
for now.
Well,
Not Grab 5,000 blackjack.
When she came
Buddy.
into bed, it was already 20 grand in there.
buddy,
What's up?
you remember when you wanted that cool stuff? And it
your
came from
friends
the
helped you
party
out?
pot that you hadn't really contributed to? I'm not saying the whole bit, but a fair...
I'll dump 40,000 in there. If I can.
That, yes.
Okay.
No, I'll give it
The
back.
look you guys exchanged was great.
Why do you want my bag of gold? It was my payment for.
I just want to hold it.
I'll
He
take
just
out
wants to hold
one
your bag.
gold piece.
No, I have one gold piece. I just want to hold the bag.
I'll place it in your hand while still holding the top.
Oh no.
Wait, you have dragon.
Why are your arms red?
You're giving him a fix.
Alright, I'll pat your shoulder and start to.
Wish this was videotaped.
That was good.
Alright, what are we doing? You guys have been down here about an hour now. Do we want to take our first break?
Yes. So I can get...
Alright, we are back from break. Last I checked, y'all were wiping out the cheese room, having finished with the wine room. And Slibberdabber is peeking around the corner.
Just gonna keep scooting, sneaking, trying to sneak, seeing what I can see.
There is a hall leading off to the left and a hall leading off to the right. The hall leading off to the right curves again. Not significantly, but the other direction sort of like a snake.
Let's go down the one on the left, one that goes off straight off the...
Okay.
Has
This
anyone
one.
seen Slibberdabber?
Yeah, he was creeping out the side of the door last I saw.
It's about a 20-foot hallway,
It's creeping.
and it appears to be a straight shot. Slibberdabber.
Keep up with y'all.
Keep
actually.
inchworming down, a couple steps at a time, peeking, scoping out, sneaking.
How long does it take for
I
us
would
to
like
catch
to
up?
attempt to catch up with Slibberdabber.
Okay. You
Might
see
as
him
well
about
roll
halfway
going.
through a hallway.
You can put the cheese wheel in your sack.
I'm
No.
going to move up to Slibberdabber, right behind him.
Dex check. Or dex save.
Right downhill.
Save
Yep.
12.
Alright.
Using the other dice.
Is it another snake?
No, it is not. Some wall spikes shoot out of the wall, and you're gonna take 16 damage.
This is just.
Yes, it is! Yes, it is!
Maybe you should
Yeah.
let me go first?
There's like a little... And you see Kyneral just get...
Nailed.
Back up to
I found a trap.
Do you want some help?
I got it.
Oh.
This one's not poisonous, I think. I would like to investigate. 23.
You see that about every 4 feet or so, There is a wall spike.
I've just been walking underneath them.
Like little holes in the wall.
Can I see what triggers them?
Yes. It appears to be motion activated.
Quick note to our listeners. This is how you recognize a well thought out encounter. When the DM has thought, height variables.
Anything I can like cut or break or to stop it from being...
There appears to be a button on the wall.
Is it the wall at the far end of the
No,
hallway?
it's like right next to you. It's approximately like if you were reaching upwards, you could just touch it with your fingers.
Hey, Kyneral. And then I'm gonna walk through while maintaining eye contact with Kyneral.
So sad. I just turn around in confusion. It's fine.
I am not so averse to the indoor exploration, as you might have noticed.
You
Where,
hear
where
a,
the spikes cut off. Oh wait,
You hear a tick, 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 tick.
I know that.
you're gonna
noise,
want to
though.
hurry.
Craig starts running down
I'll
the
get
hall.
to the end of the hallway.
Yeah,
and,
probably is running.
like,
There is a door. Double door again.
hey, I reach out and then pull out.
There might be traps.
Craig, take it down.
No,
What?
no.
Is anyone stopping Craig?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Craig's charging the door.
I imagine
am
Craig is
in
running down the
between
hallway
you
at
and
full
the door.
speed.
Yep. Craig's charging the door.
Tick, tick, tick.
Charging, give it a shoulder.
It opens easily.
Okay.
You don't even hit it. In
Oh,
fact,
okay.
you go tumbling.
Deck save?
Yep.
They're automatic.
17.
You manage to catch yourself just before you face plant into a bed.
This isn't creepy.
Is this someone's house? Why is there a bed down in this dark
I'd like-
cavern?
Can I walk through the doors?
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
The ticking is getting faster for those on the other side.
Into the room. I
Yeah,
was
running.
right by the doorway.
I'm gonna investigate the room
Okay.
for traps. 21.
There do not appear to be any traps. Would anybody like to perceive the room?
Slipperdapper would.
Yes.
Alright.
I don't want to know what's in that room.
14.
Craig would be curious.
I shot.
What did you...
5. Just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna use anything
What
weird.
did you say about entering the room? Sorry.
the doors just swing open, and
Okay.
you're...
Yeah, no, it's good.
16.
I try to stick with Craig.
The ticking stops with a little click click of something rearming. The room you're in is, the word for it is opulent. The walls are stone, just like they've been in the rest of the cavern, but it has been polished, so every piece of copper in the, like every copper vein gleams in the lights. There is a large faux fireplace along one wall. You can tell it's fake because there's no chimney. But clearly, like, prestidigitation or something powers it. There is a big fluffy rug that takes up most of the floor, and like 3-inch tufts here, guys. Like, it's beautiful. And the bed is huge, and the bed is massive. It stretches almost from wall to wall with just room for a nightstand on either side. This is clearly a lived-in room. The blankets are a little bit rumpled. And above is a painting. I'm glad Lucy isn't paying attention because it's Vesper.
Nope, I'm looking at the floor. I know.
Painted like one of his French girls.
No, look it up. I know. I don't need to see. No.
You got a lot to look forward to, Lucy.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Clenches a fist and get out.
No,
That's
a
a dagger.
dagger.
Groveling senses
She had
danger.
it out from cutting chunks of the cheese.
Hey, Probably, you still got those other 2 snakes?
Yeah. Oh,
No, I took them.
yeah. He
They're
took
dead
them.
now.
Yeah.
We left them in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I would like
It's a
to.
compliment.
I would like to roll animal handling on
I'm
my
gonna
sack
murder
of snakes.
you.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with that. That is a 13.
You're able to get them out, but they're not very happy.
I just want one. and close that sack up, and I'm gonna just in the pillowcase and then do a little tuck under.
You have now planted your own snake trap.
Just in case we die.
Get some revenge?
Someone's
Yeah.
like going
Cool.
to the room like, oh, it's been such a long day.
It's
and lay down
Jonathan's
and then get
bedroom.
hit by a snake.
Her mom's painted on the ceiling. It's Jonathan's bedroom.
Oh.
Naked.
Oh, that's your mom.
Oh,
Oh. It's their shagging
Right?
cabin.
That's a very detailed painting.
yeah.
Uncomfortably detailed.
Yeah.
How close are you all
Why am
standing to
why am
me?
I keep watching?
Craig's right in front of the
It's like
near
no
the door
matter
that
where
he
I
busted.
move,
Danger.
it keeps watching me.
Danger. Danger.
I think we can get that.
And then while everyone's staring at naked Vesper, I would like to search the nightstand I'm standing next to.
Okay.
I'll go search the other one.
I can't get the door open. That's a 3.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
I'll search the other one.
Okay.
Investigation.
These are really difficult nightstands, guys.
5.
You can't get the drawer open.
Lucy is going to come up to one and keep her eyes closed while figuring out how to open it.
Okay.
Oh,
27.
It just like
You pull it
it was
open,
like off the slide or something.
and there's love letters.
No, my eyes are closed.
I know your eyes are closed, but I'm telling the group.
Okay.
There's like a packet of letters.
I'm gonna go to the other one and open that one too. Eyes
I
closed.
step back to let you.
12.
This one won't open.
I kick it.
It doesn't open. You stub your toe.
How many?
Lucy, I don't want to
Just
tell
two
you how to
drawer-
do your
just
job,
one drawer on each.
but it might be locked.
Can I?
I'm
Probably just gonna imitate her and try and open it.
You don't want to open the locked drawer.
That would be 20.
Lucy had missed like a little bit of a hinge on it. Like her eyes were closed, so she didn't see that there's like a little flippy hinge
Latch.
latch. You unlatch it, and it is packed with nothing.
So it's not packed.
Nothing. It's empty.
I'm gonna pull the drawer out
It's an abundance of
Yeah.
empty
and
space.
shake it.
I'm not allowed to tell you what's in there.
We're in a
Space Cadets.
family store.
Oh.
It's a toy.
Oh,
It was a locked drawer.
I drop it and slowly back
There
away.
are toys.
What's this for?
Oh God.
Spiritual weapon. Well, if Charlotte hadn't been gunning you.
You walk down the hallway.
No, walk to the other side of the bed.
Why is that so
Not out of the
pointy?
room.
Is there any other furniture in the room?
Just the carpet.
Okay. I would like to use my foot to flip one corner of the carpet up.
There's just wood underneath.
Okay. No trapdoors or nothing.
Not from what you can tell. You may want to investigate a little bit further.
I will
Do so.
investigate further. 16.
There is a trapdoor.
Yo, Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's on the floor. You can open your eyes. Just a
I would like to check the trapdoor for traps.
trap door.
The trap
The trap
I'm
door.
gonna
Trappity trap trap
under
trap.
the bed while they're looking under the bed and stuff.
25.
There are no trapdoors.
No traps on the
traps
trapdoor.
on
The trapdoor was itself a trap.
The trapdoor's inside us all.
I don't see anything.
What'd you get?
A 9.
Ah, under the bed.
Yeah. I don't know. Boxes of stuff. I don't know.
After that drawer find, your thought was, let's go under the bed and see what they're hiding there.
There's no locked compartments underneath the bed.
Robling's been scarred for life.
Do we want to open it?
I can go first.
Robling's opening it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Lucy's gonna move
Oh, wait.
and just face a wall.
Before we open that,
I was looking under the bed itself with a 9 to look for things under the bed. I don't know. Just see. Just
Dust bunnies.
dust bunnies. Ooh. No, there's nothing here. It's just on stilts.
Shield.
Okay, you open it up.
It's not true.
There are a handful of items down here.
There's stuff
good
down here.
handful.
There is. Now what I was gonna put down here sounds so much worse than it was. There is a horse, like a little obsidian horse.
Crap. No.
Oh no.
There's a little obsidian horse. There is. Someone roll me a D100. There's gonna be 6 items, so.
I have good luck with that. Let me do it.
Yeah.
46.
46 horses.
There is a rod of lordly might.
Oh! Dang!
I'll be back. I'm gonna go shut that door.
It was a table.
D100 work your magic.
Do it again.
He's keeping him in the bedroom.
My ex-boyfriend's
16.
stepdaddy.
Oh god.
1-6.
Ex-boyfriend's dead.
There is a shield of missile attraction.
Oh no.
Missiles.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
So we're on 3 items.
This is the third.
This is technically the
Third one, right?
technically the 4th.
That's
But
Fourth, sorry.
I thought it'd be 0, 0, 0.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
90?
Little bag of dust.
Oh god, I love rogues so bad.
8.
Wow.
There's some. Roll again. That's terrible. You don't want a lesser healing
9.
potion.
9.
You don't want a healing potion.
Here, let me do it. It's my job, huh?
I rolled a 9.
Oh god.
89.
Hey.
Thankfully, it was an 8.
I was waiting to roll it. I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Come on, Joe.
She's got it.
You see a pair of basically a contact lens case with some crystal lenses.
35.
You see. Sorry. A staff with a snake head. Maybe, but no.
But no, step of the ass.
Staff of the python.
Oh.
77.
Happy to have a python, yeah?
Yep.
You find a bag of beans. That was the last one.
Oh my god, the context.
Yes, a man.
Bag of
Beans. Like, are these like big magical beans?
Lordly might.
No.
Something the staff of lordly might is the best thing.
Yes.
Beans or beads?
Beans.
Okay.
Beans. Like you plant
Also-
them in the ground, beans.
Shield
Okay,
of
good.
missile,
Did we just
missile
open-
attraction.
Open the trapdoor to Rogues R Us.
What was Lucy's mom?
Quick question.
Was?
Oh.
What is Lucy's mom?
Oh.
Quick question. Shield of missile attraction. Did anyone else hear that as like
Yeah.
D&D to birth control?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I did now.
It was a random
Yeah,
table! It was a random table!
Hi, Corey. How was this plan worked out?
I had a plan! Give my players magic items!
The rod of lordly might.
I will investigate the crystal lenses, because that sounds cool.
Okay.
12.
These are clearly a magic item.
Sliver Dabber, what is all this? And actually tell us, just don't try to pocket everything, we can see you.
We'll do detect magic again. Rolling for wild magic.
Okay.
We're good.
Alright. The crystal lenses are eyes of minute seeing.
Ooh.
These crystal lenses fit over your eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot.
They're tiny peepers.
You have advantage on intelligence checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range.
How far can you see with those?
1 foot.
So they're really good at seeing minute things.
Little
Hey,
things.
the
Tiny peepers.
Good thing to point out.
Ooh, cool.
Thank you, Dane.
What about the snake thing
The staff and the bag of dust and the rod.
and the beans? Everything.
Some
What
of
is
us might know what the
everything?
beams do.
The Rod of Lordly Might. It is a magic mace that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage.
Whoa.
There are 6
Very
buttons
nice.
set in a row along the haft. It has 3 other properties. You can press one of the rod's 6 buttons as a bonus action. Button 1, it becomes a flame tongue with a fiery blade. Button 2, the head of the rod folds down and 2 crescent-shaped badges spring out, transforming it into a battle axe. It's just a +2. It's a +3 battle axe.
Ooh.
If you press button 3, it's a spear. If you press button 4, it's a climbing pole up to 50 feet long, as you specify. Not even going to read the rest of that, but I will. I can send it to you.
The worst. This. You know what? If Abaddon really wanted to get at Lucy, this is the room to do it.
I know.
Here forever.
Button 6, it goes back to normal, and indicates which way is north, in case you lose your way.
Oh, dang.
No telling how intense things might get.
It also has a feature of drain life. The enemy makes a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, it takes an extra 4d6 necrotic damage, and you regain that number of hit points.
Is that like only on a crit or like?
It is. You essentially have to. It works once a day.
Okay.
Okay.
I would just be like, that's super OP.
No. It only works once a day, and not until the next dawn. And you only regain half the necrotic damage. So, and paralyze. You can select drain life, paralyze, or terrify. Yeah, this is. With paralyze, if you hit a creature with a melee attack using the rod, you can force the target to make a strength saving throw. If they fail, they are paralyzed for 1 minute, once a day. And you can only use one of these abilities once a day.
Okay.
Or Terrify, you can use an action to force each creature you can see within 30 feet to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or they become frightened of you.
Dang.
Can we just pass that to Seth?
If you would like to.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
The Shield of Missile Snaring. Sorry, what was it?
Missile attraction.
It attracts missiles. And no.
Clang.
Where is it?
So attractive.
Bag of dust and a bag
Shield of Missile Attraction. Well, holding this shield, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks.
Is it like a +1 or 2 shield or anything?
Slibber Dabber, read me Detect Magic.
We could just in the bag of golding.
I mean, mine's a +2 shield.
The shield literally just makes you a target. It's a cursed item.
For the duration, you can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to faint
It is a
aura
cursed item.
around any visible creature or object in
mean,
the area if
but
that
I
bears
wasn't gonna
magic.
tell you
And
all
I learned
that.
at School of Magic.
Do you want me to roll an int check to see if Lucy would know that?
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's out there now.
I'm sorry.
It's
What is-
okay.
I can roll it.
No,
I'll
it's
roll
okay.
it. I'll do it.
Is it
Missed it.
+2 or +3?
No.
9.
Oh.
You don't want the shield.
You don't want the shield. The dust is the dust of dryness.
I've used that before.
And then the bag of
What's the
beans.
dust of
Basically sucks all the water out of something.
Yeah.
But it doesn't turn it into.
It becomes like a little pellet that we
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah,
open.
it's essentially like,
It's good for traveling.
yeah,
If you'd
it
like to
dehydrates
throw it in
food.
Super sponge.
Depends on the kind of enemy. Sometimes it does nothing.
So you come to water elemental when you throw it on it, it's now a pellet of water elemental.
Yeah, no,
No.
and just add water.
Yeah.
If you throw it on a humanoid, it doesn't like
No.
instantly
No.
dehydrate them.
No.
No. If you throw it like a bucket of water, yeah.
The Staff of the Python, you can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw it on the ground within 10 feet. Becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative.
Ooh.
By using a bonus action, you can speak the command word again, and you return the staff to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake. On your turn, you can mentally command the snake if it's within 60 feet of you and you aren't incapacitated, and you'll be able to determine what action the snake takes and where it moves during its next turn. If the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it dies and reverts to staff form. The staff then shatters and is destroyed.
Ooh.
If the snake reverts to staff before losing all of its hit points, it regains all of them. Pet snake.
This is Nick.
It's kind of a cool staff.
Is this the person who almost had a pet snake for a while in their pocket pouch?
Oh, I still have one. I only put one in the pillowcase.
If everyone's busy inspecting the items, Craig's gonna reach for the obsidian horse and start looking at it.
Alright.
Right, the obsidian.
Okay,
horse.
looking it. I thought you said
Yeah.
licking it.
Because I have it pulled up, we're going to do bag of beans first, but then I'll tell you about the pony.
Okay.
Sorry,
Also,
they're
like,
very
I will
long
roll for
item
more
descriptions.
intelligence to staff for it.
So, there are... Sorry. Bless you.
Bless you.
There are 1, 2, 4 beans. In this bag. The bag weighs half a pound plus a quarter pound for each bean it contains, so it's 1.5 pounds.
Dang.
Pound bean?
They're
Yeah.
dense.
Oh.
Dang.
And you're just you're just holding it, right? You're not emptying. So when you remove a bean from the bag, you plant it in dirt or sand and water it. It'll produce an effect 1 minute or 10 rounds later from the ground from where it planted. The GM chooses an effect from the following table. They're pretty cool.
I'm able to.
I'll take this.
You take them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bag of 4 beans of rules.
All right.
You should feed them to your party members.
God.
Why'd you give him that idea?
No. It's the best idea.
And then finally,
Experience talk.
last but not least, where are you? Sorry. Where's the pony? It's a pony. It turns into a pony.
I
Is
like
it one of the
that.
wondrous figurines?
It is. It's the obsidian.
Yes, there it is. It is a statuette of a horse that's small enough to fit in your pocket. If you use an action to speak the command word, which is written on the bottom of the pony, not that Craig knows that,
Oh,
you can, the figurine becomes a living creature. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your languages and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, the creature does defend itself but takes no other actions. The obsidian steed can become a nightmare for up to 24 hours. It fights only to defend itself. Once it's been used, it can't be used again until 5 days have passed.
Dang.
This is pretty.
That is really pretty.
Yeah, he say its name and comes to life.
What? How do you
Has
know
he
its
relayed
name?
everything
Tilda
that
takes
does?
the horse away.
I mean, I imagine what you can tell, yeah, you've seen
Yeah.
them before.
I mean, we've seen a similar dog one. I have my griffin, or my little griffin one right here.
You have a griffin one?
That he's literally never
I used
used.
it once
Yeah.
Did you?
in the
You
dream.
have all these.
I
You know,
used it
it's-
once
it's-
in a dream.
True.
Is anyone else interested in the horse or the staff?
The staff of Python? I mean, I already have a staff of healing. Just gonna
Yeah.
just carry around 2 massive
The-
sticks.
Horsey looks cool. If Craig doesn't want it.
This
I
is,
run
this
faster
is
than
sliver
horses.
stick.
Sliver stick?
I got short
What
and
stick?
stubby legs.
What stick?
The staff python nonsense.
I can talk to it.
Did you want?
I would like one or the other.
You do love snakes.
Yeah.
But I also love horsies, especially big scary
You
horsies that sometimes don't listen.
Nightmares are kind of one of Troy's favorite things.
They
But
fight
you
to
know
protect
that they don't
themselves.
listen.
Like the key word was they fight to
All
protect
animals
themselves.
sometimes don't listen. That's why we have animal handling checks.
That's true.
Sliver Diver will take whichever one isn't taken. So
Would you guys like to roll off?
I'll take the horse if you want to stick.
okay, I'll take the
Or you can continue to hoard figurines of wondrous power.
stick. Okay, then you can take the stick.
Sliver Diver just wants to add to his zoo.
Kyneral takes
Either
the
way,
staff
he
and
gets-
hands it to Tilda.
Give me the horsey.
It was in the same.
I'll take my regular staff out and, hey Lucy, can you stick this in the bag of holding?
This pole can bear up to 4,000 pounds.
It's just a
Yep.
regular staff.
Yeah. It's weird to carry too.
You're welcome. Lucy is feeling increasingly uncomfortable by this room. And I think with who took the dust of dryness?
No one
Dust
yet.
of dryness? No.
He's like a flower girl.
I'm okay with Craig having that one.
Yeah.
Give it to Craig.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Let's see what he
Don't
does
eat
with
it.
Don't
Is
eat
the
it,
staff
ever.
+1, 0?
Okay.
+1.
Put it on the cheeks.
Now since
Someone
you're close, I
explains
can
to
hit
Craig
with a
what it
stick.
does, yes.
Yeah, you put that on stuff with water and
It's like, no, we don't explain. We just tell you don't eat it.
If you don't want bath time, put that in the water.
Question. About how much dust is it?
It's about, I'd say about 5 handfuls.
How much water can that dust absorb?
We will calculate that at a later date.
One last question.
You wouldn't know looking at it.
Well, of course not. One last question, just for my purposes. Once it's absorbed by the dust, is there a way to get it out of the dust?
Add water.
Yes.
So
No.
you add.
No,
You crack
just
open the
break
pellet.
it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like 50 gallons.
You
of
can like
knowledge.
squeeze the water back out or
just
pop
yeah.
it back out.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
a pocket that stuff.
And that just leaves the shield.
And the eyes of minute seeing.
Yep.
Handheld battering ram. Plus
Eyes
10,
of minute scene should
You-
go
plus
with
10 bonus to strength check.
Shouldn't that go to the person looking for traps?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
unlocking
That's
things.
disgusting.
You should give this shield to someone you don't like, or put it in the bag of golding and buy yourself something really nice.
I chuck it in the bag of gold.
Ah, okay.
Here, catch.
Yes.
You get 2 gold.
Take out those 2 gold.
I would like to,
I
like,
don't like gold. Here you go.
no. You're gonna take that.
But it's
And buy something nice for
ew.
you. Okay.
Okay, I can put it in the bag of holding,
Yeah.
but you're gonna use that and some of the other stuff to buy yourself something cool.
Okay.
And the lenses of minute seeing.
Put them on the road.
Okay.
Here,
For our listeners, everyone pointed simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, since this, I'm assuming, took a little while for Sliver Dabber to identify all the items.
Oh, yeah.
Can I have looked at the box my grandma gave me?
We are actually going to close it there, but we can pick it up next week.
You're so rude, Tori. The worst.
It's also 7:30.
Grandma gave you a box.
Yes.
Like 3
but-
weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, last month.
But thank y'all for playing. I hope you had fun.
Looked at it.
Woo!